Hey, welcome back to the channel. First, do me a favor and subscribe. Thank you. Let's get to 1000 subscribers. Alright, so from time to time I like to do a random video, might be a tech product review or a food video next. It's not always about sneakers on my channel. Also, some of my best videos are of tech products, so why not do this video? So I've decided to get rid of my Note 8 as a daily device, and I really wanted an upgrade. After investigating for months, I've decided to go with the Note 20 Ultra to match with my Fold 2. But after checking it out in hand, I've noticed that surprisingly, it's too big for my big hand. So then I've noticed that the Note 10 is a very good option. The difference only being in the design, the cameras, the Android version being 13, something else, so a lot of differences. But I still went for the Note 10 Plus, which is 4 years old now, but is it any good in 2023? To me, hell yeah. Okay, so let's cut to the unboxing, which I did about 2-3 months ago because I wanted to test this for the review and had other videos planned in the meantime. By the way, this is the Snapdragon version I got. The other version of the Note 10 Plus is trash apparently. I got it off eBay for a great price, about 400 euros, brand new, sealed. And in the box you have a charger, Samsung, a charger, cable, headphones, an adapter, and not a lot of other things. And for some reason I didn't get the pen tips and the tool that removes them and the case. Yes, a Samsung phone used to come with a case. The eBay seller was nice enough to send a separate case though, but I didn't really care about that. I knew I will get some other cases. So check this unboxing inside the review video. Okay, so let's get into the things I don't like and the things I like about this device. In general, but also compared to the Note 8. And I'm 100% sure I'm not the only one on this planet who thought about making this switch. So I hope this video helps you. The things I don't like about this after testing it for, as I said, 2-3 months, there is no notification LED. There's no headphone jack. There's no more Android updates, so you're stuck with 12. My pen was whack, but I've replaced it with the one from the Note 8 and apparently it works. Actually quite good. Personally, I had to set up a lock screen because of the screenshots and the pocket dialing, which also happened on my Fold 2, by the way. I don't know what's up with that. This never happened with my Note 8. Also, it's enough with the curved screens already. And I'm not really a big fan of the slim edges of the screen at the top and bottom. They are not symmetrical, which really annoys me more than that punch hole camera. And not necessarily a Samsung problem, but an Android one. This good luck application is still not available worldwide. Please fix this shit, Google. Let's get into the things I like. First of all, the price I've paid for it. As I said, about 400 euros. This phone, I think when it came, it was 3 times that. And it's still pretty much future-proof in my opinion. It's a real upgrade to the previous phone I had, the Note 8. The build quality is great. The screen physically feels better. This one has stereo speakers, which are great. The storage starts at 256 gigabytes and it has a card slot, Samsung. So I got the memory card for it. Also, do yourself a favor and get the Snapdragon version. As I said, the display is way nicer, even though it has just a tiny bit less PPI than the Note 8. It's a great display. I think it's brighter. Check out this comparison. And finally, to me, the way I'd use it, the battery is great. Also, it films in 4K, but I don't really care about that. The camera, to me, again, was great on the Note 8. Anyway, so that's about it, really. I wanted to keep it short. I will still test this every day. And as usual, I will put the list of the likes and the dislikes in the pinned comment, and I will constantly update. Also, let me know if you have any questions. But that is the end of the video, and thank you for watching.